Okay, so I'm going to show you my water kefir today. This is the jar I keep my water kefir in, and these little whitish clear things you see at the bottom are the water kefir.
There it is.
The little dark thing you see floating around in there is a stray cranberry that I didn't get out last time. I take a coffee filter and put it on top with a rubber band. That way the kefir can breathe. And when it's ready, which is about 24 hours, some people like to leave it longer because at about 24 hours sometimes it's still a little sweet. Just get a strainer, strain it through the strainer. Some places tell you don't use any type of metal, but stainless steel doesn't really react to acids or anything, so stainless steel is pretty safe to use. I've been using it forever because that's what I have. And if you don't know what water kefir is, it is a probiotic drink that is really good for your digestion and stuff. And these are the kefir grains, and they're just little, it's not like jelly, it's not like they're really spongy, they break apart really easily. And once you have the water kefir out, you can do a second ferment if you like, or you can drink it just like it is. I usually drink it just like it is. If you want to do a second ferment, you can put some raisins or cranberries or some fruit juice in it and put a lid on it and let it set another 24 hours. I like it just like it is. It doesn't really have a ton of taste, but I don't really care. So. And I don't know if you can see, there's some little yellowish stuff at the bottom, and we call it Kefir Poop. That's just what's kind of left over after kefir uses up all the sugars and everything. And it has a lot of probiotics in it. So, I mean, if you want, you can strain it out and drink it also. I don't usually. I usually just take it over here and...
She's straining it out in the sink.
Yeah, strain it out in the sink.
I just wasn't going to pan our whole kitchen.
Oh, come on. And see, there's Kefir Poop. And this is just water with sugar in it that I have already mixed up. And since we you don't want to use any water that has chlorine in it, so you'll want to get I guess filtered water or distilled water or something. But we have well water, so since well water does have some of its own bacteria in it, I go ahead and when I make my hot tea in the morning, I put enough extra water in here to boil to kill any bacteria. And so when it's cooled, you take, it's a ratio of 1 cup of water to 1 tablespoon of sugar. And I'll just go ahead and pour that in there. That already has the sugar in it. And all these little dark floaty pieces, little tiny floaty pieces, those are seeds from the cranberries that just are not out yet. And this time I'm going to put raisins in it. And it's not, and these are raisins that I dehydrated myself. We have a Excalibur food dehydrator. And these are just grapes that we weren't going to eat. And so I dehydrated those. And I just put a few of those in there. And it does give it some flavor, but mainly you put them in there to feed the kefir grains, to feed the bacteria in the kefir grains. It gives them minerals and vitamins and stuff. And so these kefir grains will grow. When I first got my kefir, I think I got like 2 tablespoons of the kefir grains, and until recently it was up here in kefir grains, and I have been giving them away and selling them and stuff. And I'm also going to put, hang on, I'll be back. I'm going to put a little bit of molasses in there that also feeds your kefir grains. Just be sure and get the molasses that doesn't have any sulfur in it, because that will kill them. And then you just put that back on top and let it sit for 24 hours when you're ready to drink it. Now this batch right here, it just had sugar. It was just sugar water. It had no cranberries or raisins or molasses or anything in it. I only do the cranberries and molasses and stuff about every 3rd batch, I guess. And that's it.
Why do you do it about every 3rd batch?
I have read that when I have never done it every batch, so I don't know this to be true, but I've read online that some people have done it with every batch, and their kefir water starts to get a little slimy. So I'm thinking it must be because of an overgrowth of a certain yeast or bacteria in it. And yes, this does have yeast and bacteria, but it has good yeast and good bacteria, which help kill the bad bacteria and the bad yeasts in your body. So that's it.
You also gave this to that chicken that we were taking care of that had impacted crop, right?
No, I gave it milk kefir.
Okay, well, that's another video altogether.
Yeah. We'll do that another time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.